Here come the 17th ranked Michigan Wolverines. He started at the University of Cincinnati. Cincinnati earlier today pounding Purdue as Cater hands off. And the first time that Zerlon Tipton sees the football, one of the great running backs in the MAC. He is knocked back hard by Desmond Morgan. Every 3 to 4 plays, Cater on the run, and he underthrows his intended target of Titus Davis, and Davis is explosive.
Well, Greg Madison dialed up another blitz there. He brought both linebackers up in the A gaps. He found a wide open receiver and missed the gimme.
Third down and 11 now for the Chippewas. Season opener from the Big House here in Michigan. Cater under pressure. Cater loses it. Loose ball. Do the Chippewas end up falling on it, or do the Wolverines have it? Brennan Byer coming out of there as if the Wolverines have it, but the fumble, and Central Michigan will recover. It's going to bring up 4th down now as Andy Phillips falls on it.
Well, I think Cater was trying to shovel the pass to the running back in front of him, and just he was wrapped up and couldn't get his hands going.
Richie Hogan out of Laguna Hills, California, the senior, to punt. Dennis Norfleet is back, bringing pressure, and a block all the way into the end zone. Reynolds with the touchdown for Michigan. Joe Reynolds comes in, scoops it up, and the Wolverines on special teams come through.
I've talked many times, you worry about your special teams going in the first game. Brady Hoke echoed that to us Friday. I guess he's got nothing to worry about, huh?
A 29-yard return. Gibbons. Brendan Gibbons. The extra point, and it is good. As Drew Dillio had the hold. And here it is, Coach. Coming in from the corner, the block, and Joe Reynolds with the touchdown. There's some nerves settling in. The last punt attempt was blocked this time. It's going to go end over end, and it's going to roll inside the 15. And watch out, that one was nearly lost. And the Wolverines are able to fall on top of it as Dennis Norfleet had some issues with it in a 61-yard punt. To really sit down, kind of enter the classroom once again with him, and that pass is picked off by the Chippewas. Jared Chapman comes in from the sting position, and Chapman with the interception.
You know, here you come to you're back up
in shotgun. And Alex Niznak is in. Niznak to run the football, and he is brought down. No Thomas Gordon suspended before the game. Tipton bounces off of a tackle. Tipton getting outside, and Countess comes up, lowers the shoulder, and drives him out of bounds, along with Jared Wilson.
Really good play by Blake Countess. As you mentioned, he came, he cleaned up, he knocked that big running back backwards. When you get down around the goal line, you got to do that, or he's going to stretch the ball out.
High formation. Niznak under center. Tipton looking for a seam. Tipton, did he get in? Stretching out. We have no sign yet from the officials.
They went unbalanced into the boundary and ran back to the field to the two-man side.
Kind of jumped a little bit early. Ron Caluzzi, the redshirt freshman from Naperville, Illinois. The field goal, 23 yards, is good. There's certainly enough players with Michigan State experience here, as well as history, as Gardner pump fakes, keeps it himself, and is tackled, and he has the first down for the Wolverines. Let's look at the auto owners.
He's had the first hit. He's ready to play now.
Gardner under pressure, out of the pocket, looks downfield, throws back across the middle. Drew Dillio. Dillio cuts it to the far side, inside the 25, and finally brought down at the 21-yard line. 36-yard hookup, and an excellent job of Gardner getting out of the pocket and finding Dillio. Grand Rapids with the stop. Gardner with time, pump fakes, plenty of time, all the time of the world. Now decides to tuck it and go. Gardner inside the 10. Gardner trots into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. 22-yard touchdown run for Gardner.
Matt, I'll tell you the problem what Central Michigan's doing right now, they're confusing Gardner because they line up in a too-deep look, but they don't play it. On the snap, they're going to something else, and if they get pressure up front, then he can't figure it out. If they don't get pressured like you just saw right there, he stands back there, figures it out, throws the open guy, or pulls it down and run. They have to get more pressure. I'm talking about Central Michigan with the front four.
Gardner with his longest career run, his 10th career rushing touchdown. And the Wolverines up 14-3. And you come out and you get your first start. It's at the big house, and the nerves have shown. Cater on a keeper. Cater strung out and now brought down by Desmond Morgan. Morgan plays in the middle there. And you look at not having Jake Ryan. Down and long now for Central Michigan. Out of the shotgun. Screen underneath to LaValle, and coming in with a big stick is Jared Wilson.
Awful good defense. They dialed up a blitz again. As you mentioned here, Central, they have the screen on. Pretty good call versus a blitz, but you gotta block the guy that's responsible for the screen, man.
Out of the shotgun, it's third down. Gardner fires, and the pass is caught by Dillio. Dillio reels it in, and it's a pickup of 70 yards and another first down for Michigan. Gardner under center. Joe Carriage is the fullback. Toussaint. And they're going to flip it to Norfleet. Norfleet with room at the 25-20. Norfleet tripped up and finally brought down as Cody Lopez out of Plainfield, Illinois, the junior, was able to tackle with the tight end. They're going to give it to Toussaint. Toussaint looking for a seam. Toussaint now inside the 5.
Dude, I think he got the number wrong.
Gardner now. Gardner to the end zone, just shy of the end zone as Gallen came outside of the end zone to make the reception, coming back to the football. First down and goal to go. High formation. Gardner under center. The handoff fits Toussaint. Toussaint in the end zone. And a touchdown for the Wolverines.
Two tights, high formation, isolation, fullback on linebacker. I can block better than you can shed. I only got a yard to go. Now that's goal line offense right there.
Fitzgerald Toussaint out of Youngstown, Ohio, was injured November 17th against Iowa. 16th career rushing touchdown. Ran for 514 yards a season ago with 5 touchdowns, and of course was injured against Iowa. So a great scene for him. Johnson, the redshirt freshman from Ann Arbor, Pioneer High School. Gardner throws a deep ball, and his pass picked off by Jason Wilson. Wilson with the interception to the far side of the field. down to the 30-yard line before he is caught by Drake Johnson. The second interception for Devin Gardner.
Well, you know, he threw it deep, but the receiver, Gallen, never got his man beat.
Nisnak to the air, to the near side. Wide open is Andrew Fleury. And a big stick that time coming in. Nisnak to the air, overthrows a wide open Jerry Harris. LaValle is the running back. LaValle, handoff. LaValle getting outside. Stretched out, sheds a blocker. And now coming up is Furman. And Furman and Countess both there to make the play. Place kicker for the Chippewas. 27-yard attempt here. And it is good. Watching everything. If he had questions, he was texting Al Borges. Here's Gardner. Under pressure, Gardner eluding the pressure, rolling to the near side. Gardner is brought down, and a penalty marker is thrown. Handoff. Johnson. Johnson getting outside. Johnson inside the 30-yard line. And Al Borges, and talking to him, coach. Gardner getting outside. Gardner with a first down on fourth down. Devin Funches with a big block. Gardner with time. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Jeremy Gallen. 16-yard strike.
That's the best executed pass they've had all day. Good protection. Gardner got back, set his feet. Gallen made a good slant move. Ball was put right on the money. Just like you draw it up, Al Borges. Touchdown.
The extra point is good. Nisnak quickly fires, and it is picked off by Taylor. Ramon Taylor cuts back inside the 20, and finally tackled inside the 15-yard line. Kevin Henry, right tackle, comes back to the shotgun. Here's Gardner. Gardner with plenty of time fires, and the pass is complete to Jeremy Gallen.
Gardner's pass complete.
Gallen is brought down at the 5-yard line by Cody Lopez. 3rd and 2 for the Wolverines. Gardner flushed out of the pocket. He's going to race into the end zone for a touchdown. Second rushing touchdown today, a 4-yard touchdown.
Well, that's the advantage you have having a mobile quarterback. It was good protection, but there was nothing there that would be what we would call a coverage sack. So pull the ball down, outrun one guy, get in the end zone. You know, Tom Brady talking to the team did a good job, but Tom Brady couldn't have done that down the goal line. Yeah. Played against him.
How special was that for this Wolverines team? Brady Hoke, of course, great relationship with Toussaint. Runs it. Toussaint grinding it out for a first down and more. And I think this is kind of what you were envisioning when we talked to Al Borges.
Opens the passing game, especially play action pass for the big play.
56 yards on the ground for Toussaint. Play action. Gardner goes up top. Gardner connecting. Reeling it in is Joe Reynolds. Reynolds' 45-yard reception.
Exactly what I was talking about.
And they really expected a lot of him. He was great as Toussaint lowers his head and gets into the end zone, and a touchdown for Michigan.
You talk about vintage Michigan offense and tradition. They've always is a big word, but typically been an off-tackle team, off-tackle power team, and that's what they ran there. All the front guys blocked down. The backside guard, Graham Glasgow, pulls around. He's going to block the front side linebacker, and then BYOB, and you're in the end zone.
BYOB. If you haven't heard it, look, redshirt freshman from Heartland, Michigan, for me. And Central Michigan is in trouble as Niznak has it knocked away. And Cam Gordon is right there.
Well, we talked about Cam Gordon replacing Jake Ryan. There he came. He played the naked bootleg just right. He got his hands up, and he almost like a baseball catcher almost picked it off for the touchdown. He didn't throw his hands up like I talked about before. He threw him up too late. You got to get him up right away.
Derek Green, the true freshman. Here he is, Green. And he is stopped just shy of midfield, number 27 for the Wolverines. And a 5-yard pickup. Comes in with a tremendous amount of accolades, does Derek Green.
Well, he fills out the uniform. I told you, I eyeballed him before. When you have a set of thighs like that guy has, that means power. And when you have power like that, and all of a sudden you got to try to tackle him, wow. He's
5'11", 220. Gardner under center. Norfleet and Reynolds top of your screen. They're going to give it again. Here's Green. Green looking to square up the shoulders. A little bit uncertain, but he is able to pick up. There's some that say he's probably closer to 240. High formation. Here's Green once again. Green gets to the outside. Green at the 30, 25, inside the 20-yard line. A big run for the true freshman from Richmond, Virginia. Derek Green as Jason Wilson comes in to get the tackle.
Well, I'll tell you, they're cheering for Green. They ought to be cheering for that left side of that line. Watch how that's blocked. Tight end comes and seals it. Rewan comes around, seals it. They had everybody sealed. That's a lot of green grass out there. All you got to do is run and hold on to the football.
Green back in. Joe Carriage is the fullback. Here's Green. And Green inside the 10-yard line. He is cut down short. The 5-yard line of the Chippewas. Cody Lopez is there on the stop. Running back is Davion Smith. Smith puts the shoulders down and grinding it out and inside the 5-yard line. And you see Taylor Lewan, the great left tackle, just shaking his head up and down like, yeah, we're going to run it all day. Derek Green, the true freshman running back. The give to Green. Green lowers the boom. Did he get in? Touchdown! Michigan. Just keep running on that left side behind big number 77.
And 61. Give him a little love too, baby.
10 plays, 55 yards, all on the ground. And the first touchdown for Derek Green in his Michigan career.
Yeah, good blocking by the fullback, too. I tell you, you're not going to run and clean down on the goal line because they're not going to defend any passes. Offensive line, I like what I see right now.
Sione Homa, sophomore from Salt Lake City, Utah. And the extra point is good. Second first-round selection in the history of their program. Under pressure and brought down. Brennan Byer with the sack. Byer comes in, his first career sack.
Yeah, Brendan Byer, they got him at defensive end. They had him back at Sam linebacker, backing up Cam Gordon because of Jake Ryan, but that gives them great flexibility. He can play linebacker or defensive end. He just beat him with a speed rush.
Jake Ryan tore his ACL in spring. Outstanding linebacker for Michigan. Will be back expected in the middle of October. Under pressure once again, Niznak. Penalty marker is down. There is Jake Ryan. Brady Hoke. The one thing that they talk about, not necessarily talk about the national titles, it's the Big Ten title. You win the Big Ten title, and now the penalty flag is down. The marker is down. 6-2 both years. Shane Morris underneath Norfleet, out of bounds. And different ball carriers here today. Funchess with the catch. Funchess inside the 10. Funchess is down at the 5-yard line. Kayvon Frazier. Now Funchess comes up, hobbling. Has to leave after that play. Rawls looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan once again. Running away with it, literally. Fifth career rushing touchdown for Thomas Rawls out of Flint, Michigan. And 4 touchdowns last season.
Here we go. He's going to run in the end zone. But look at that blocking. What a great block by Eric Magnuson, number 78, the right tackle.
Brendan Gibbons to attempt the extra point.
Gibbons on.
That's the advantage of zone blocking. You saw Central Michigan stunt their front. If you're man blocking, it's hard to pick up. Zone, I don't block a man. I block.
Niznak on a keeper. Niznak trying to get outside, and Niznak spun around and brought down Ben Gedeon right there.
Brought down by Chris Wormley.
Well, Central Michigan went to the trip set. They put
Niznak to the air. And the pass intended for Jerry Harris. Out of the shotgun. A chance here for the Chippewas. Niznak underneath as he connects with Dion Butler. Gedeon wraps him up. And Andre Pipkins as well. 3-27. 56-6. And this one is through the uprights now. 56-9. Coaches that have the ability to adapt to what they have, the personnel they have. That's really when you know you're dealing with some outstanding coaches. Morris is picked off, and another marker is down as Kayvon Frazier comes over. And part of what that entails is that run game. Quick hit here, and the ball comes out, and it's scooped up by Michigan. And the Wolverines get it right back. Jennings dribbling there. And Delonte Hollowell. Hollowell recovers it.
Well, Central Michigan goes to the slant route. You're not going to stop that route, but that is an excellent job of closing and getting your hand on the ball, stripping the ball, and causing the turnover.
Hollowell able to scoop it up, and the Wolverines get it right back. 2nd and 7 after a pickup of 3. Morris to Green. Green getting outside, and Green run out of bounds. Shane Morris. Morris throws to the near side, and the pass is caught by Dennis Norfleet. And Norfleet with a catch. Kevin King comes in, and it makes a tackle and a pickup of 13 and a first down.
Great execution there. They brought the blitz.
3rd and goal now inside the 10. Morris out of the shotgun. Morris in trouble, brought down, sacked. And it's going to bring up now 4th down as Alex Smith records the sack. He was injured last year. Brendan Gibbons has made 13 consecutive going back to 2012 against Purdue, and now 14 straight, tying the longest streak in school history. And of course, he made that great one. We were here against Michigan State.
Coaches have a smile on their face about a guy like Taco Charlton and some of those other guys like Derek Green. You can only imagine what they're going to be like down the road. Watch out, Big Ten.
And that is going to do it. 15th straight home win. Brady Hoke undefeated at home. 15-0 as a head coach of the University of Michigan. He improves overall to 20-7. And the Wolverines come away with the big win here today, 59-9.